Yeah, welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. In the news, court speaks on alleged assassination attempt on judge who sentenced Nnamdi Kanu. The Federal High Court has dismissed as fake news a rival report claiming that Justice James Omotosho escaped on an assassination attempt days after sentencing the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to life imprisonment. Nigerian News reports that the report circulated by a blogger on Facebook alleged that the judge was rushed to the hospital on Saturday morning after unidentified assailants attacked him. In a statement on Sunday, the Chief Registrar of the Federal High Court, Sulaiman Hassan, described the claim as baseless and aimed at misleading the public. The rebuttal, titled "Rebuttal to False Publication by Celebrity Blogger on the Alleged Assassination Attempt on Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court," warned Nigerians against spreading the report. The statement read, "The attention of the Federal High Court has been drawn to a publication by celebrity blogger alleged that the Honorable Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court, Abuja, survived an assassination attempt following the life sentence imposed on Nnamdi Kanu. We hereby firmly and unequivocally declare that the said report is completely false and unfounded. The public is advised to treat this publication as fake news and refrain from further dissemination to prevent the spread of misinformation. Expressing concern about the motive behind the publication, Hassan urged security agencies to investigate and prosecute those behind the falsehood. He said, given the gravity of the report, which has the potential to cause panic and undermine confidence in the judicial system, possibly intended as a form of intimidation, we call on the relevant security agencies and regulatory authorities to conduct a thorough investigation. The goal is to identify and apprehend the perpetrators responsible for this false report and prosecute them in accordance with the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, particularly those relating to cybercrime, defamation, and public misinformation. Justice Omotosho had on Thursday sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment after convicting him of terrorism charges. The judge commuted the death penalty attached to 5 of the 7 counts, explaining that although the law empowered him to impose the maximum sentence, he opted for mercy. As a Christian, I chose to be merciful, he said, citing Matthew 23:23. Kanu was sentenced to life on counts 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, 20 years without an option of fine on count 3, and 5 years without an option of fine on count 7. The judge, however, directed that count 3 and 7 run concurrently. Justice Omotosho also ordered that the IPOD leaders be kept in protective custody under Kuje Correctional Center and outside Kuje Correctional Center, and barred him from accessing digital services unless strictly monitored by the Office of the National Security Advisor. He directed that Kanu's seized radio transmitter be forfeited to the federal government and noted that the DSS could file for forfeiture of other exhibits after the 90-day appeal window. Describing Kanu as unruly and not remorseful, the judge said, "I have no hesitation to conclude that the defendant has a tendency of violence and it has not left him." Well, the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, who is currently agitating for secession, and also the creation of the state of Biafra, has finally come to an end with the Judge Justice Omotosho James declaring and sentencing him to life imprisonment. And as a result of that, of course, you are bound to have reaction from people who might not really like the decision of the judge. But then, looking at the decision of the judge, he said clearly that he's supposed to have given the man the maximum sentence, which is, death. But he decided, even on the fact, based on the fact that he is a Christian, that he said to show mercy. He even quoted Matthew 23:23, and that's why he gave him a life imprisonment. And he also pinpointed the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has, remained, unruly and not remorseful, showing that the judge said he has no hesitation even to conclude that the defendant has a tendency of violence and it has not left him. In fact, that's not a good record by a judge even to be passed upon a defendant, because it's a very terrible one, knowing fully well that, oh, this one has been accused of something and he is standing before you, also showing without any remorse, not hiding all the tendencies of the same, things that he's been accused for and is in court for. Be it as it may, the sentence has been passed. Then some people, of course, are bound not to like it, and some will surely accept it. But then some bloggers whose major job is to, try to promote themselves through falsehood, through derailing the public by bringing out negative, reports, especially they are unfounded. It just could bring out fictitious, reports. Said that Justice James Omotosho, barely narrowly escaped assassination. Why? Because of the fact that he was doing his job, because of the fact that he passed, a life sentence on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This man is representing the law, is a justice, and is said to serve the law correctly and appropriately. So for anybody even think at all of going after him shows that they don't really know what they are doing. But then for this blogger, the office, the judiciary had decided to give a rebuttal and say the matter is baseless, is unfounded, and then the security agency should investigate the matter so as not to derail the public, because it's a sensitive, issue, and some blogger will just feel that what they could do is to feast on it and come out with fictitious news saying that the judge has been, molested, and he merely, escape assassination because of what he has done in sentencing Nnamdi Kanu to death. It's unfair, it's unfounded, and I think all these bloggers should be careful and not soil the image of Nigeria or turn Nigeria upside down because of their negative news. Keep liking this channel. Make sure you share and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.